Going live. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, man. Thug got to watch out. I just told y'all yesterday. I just told y'all him having that probation for 15 years is very dangerous. I just told y'all that, man. Hold on. Wait for a few people to come up in here, man. Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. What up? What up? I'm back. I'm back. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Big Boosie, man. Yo, I told y'all yesterday. Man. Just talked about Thug situation, man. We was having a discussion, man. Epic Garrick, what up? I told y'all having 15 years of probation is very dangerous. Very dangerous to have, man. They could play with your life any kind of way. They could play with your life, and they got a long time to do so, man. Long time to do so. So Thug is in a very terrible situation by grabbing that 15-year probation. Remember I said Thug took the probation, he was ready to go home. His lawyer really didn't want him to go. Didn't really want him to cop out to it, but he got to do what was said to him. You know what I'm saying? So he would rather fight because they was winning that case. Thug would have won that case, man. And to Fanni and them, it wasn't a big win for them. Because Rico, a person supposed to get 20 or more better years. So they got probation out of it. And, it's really still a win for them, but a loss for them in the same token, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But they got 15 years out of it to play with his life. Yeah, they said he was good, Epic Eric. I seen that part. I'm just saying the part where they was reaching and trying with that motion. Normally your probation officer will bring you back in, but the DA brought it in, even though he was saying something about one of the people that work with them. So yeah, I get it. But she's a district attorney. She knows the law is freedom of speech. When I'm listening to it, he was just saying what he wanted to say. She tried to utilize that gang word and look, and want to keep running with that gang. Still like he an organized gang leader or something. Those was fans that spoke out with what he was saying. And if he upset about it, you can't put that man in jail because of what other people said, and you can't put him in jail because he's expressing his opinion about a person. And saying they get death threats and all, that's still not on him. That didn't even make sense to even file that motion. So that means she got 15 years as long as she in office to play with this man's life, and whoever come up next give them the opportunity and pass the little bug in their ear. Yeah, play with him. Any little thing you see wrong, man, file a motion and pull him in. Thank God they got a honest judge that didn't even want to hear none of that. Because if he got violated, he gonna have to do them 15 years. She was reaching to try to get the 15 years up out of him. And that ain't fair. And don't keep trying to throw that gang word around to utilize that. That's crazy right there that she playing with that man's life like that. If he didn't have no money for a lawyer, official lawyers, he probably would have been in jail, man. That just showed him that they not playing with him. Meaning, I know he like, I don't care about none of that. But at the end of the day, they just wait for him to slip and do one little thing. And that was one little thing that showed that showed their hand right there. That one little thing showed Fanni Willis, however you want to word it, showed her hand, man. It showed that she will do anything to get at this man and put him in jail. And it's crazy because let the man breathe. He's still a black young man. You trying to get rid of him, I get it. You want to get rid of all this thug, these are thugs on the street, not meaning thug himself, just thugs or people that is real gang members that is doing real crime out there. I have nothing against gang members if they doing things the right way. They just part of a team of people that's doing something together. Now do something positive, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you utilize a gang stuff to harm people and hurt people and all that, that's not cool, man. Because that could be any one of our families that y'all send somebody to do something to just because. So Thug got to breathe easy, man. Got to breathe easy. And I hate that he had to go through that. I understand he was in there away from his kids. He probably never really did no bids because growing up, I didn't hear about him doing bids. And, you know, everybody lived that rough life. He might have lived a rough life, but then he came upon, you know, God blessed him and gave him the ability to have a rap skill that people liked and took his life away from the streets. And if he was involved with the streets, now he know better than not to mix that with music no more. So you can't just try to pull a man in jail for a motion from freedom of speech. That's against all constitutional rights. If a judge would have convicted him on that, that would have had her career looking crazy. And even though they get away with murder, with doing whatever they want to do, then he would have had to fight to get back out of there if the judge would have agreed to that. That is crazy. And I meant to get up here earlier, but I was busy all day running around taking care of some business. But I'm glad I seen the outcome that motion was denied, man. Yeah, she reaching, Epic. She reaching, man. And that's the part what's dangerous about it. She reaching so bad, she might have people outside watching that man's house and waiting for him to do anything wrong that might not normally be seen in the naked eye. You know what I'm saying? Just so they could catch it, report it to his probation officer, and let the probation officers handle it. So he got like that 15-year probation is deep, man. She tried to get him off of social media. That's crazy. She tried to get this man back in jail for 15 years after all that long trial and everything, and they didn't get what they was expecting. They knew they was losing, so they just would take something and probably said at the beginning of when he got that probation, we'll catch him on the back end. He gonna go out there and do something crazy. And they probably, as soon as they seen that text, and then the fans went crazy. First thing she said, we got him. We got him. File that motion. She filed that motion 2.3 seconds, if not faster than that, to send this man to jail, man. If that's not messed up, that's crazy. That's crazy. I told people we are the prey. They are preying on us, man. They are hunting down on sending us to jail. They coming up with these accusations. Look at a little baby. They trying to throw him in something, in the mix. That wasn't even his voice on the phone from what we hearing now. And they trying to put him in the mix. Yo, that's scary, man. Exactly, Epic Eric. We are the bag to them. We get in prison, they get paid off us being in prison. Then you got to spend more money to go in there. So she just used some of the taxpayers' dollars to file a motion. They don't pay for nothing and still get a check. To file a motion that she knew was against constitutional rights, that he had freedom of speech, could say what he want. He did not order nobody to call to threaten this lady. He did not do none of that. The fans did all that on their own, man. It's crazy, man. It's scary out here, man. It's very scary, man. We have no wins when we are in their clutches. What can we do? Only thing we can do is move accordingly. And the sad part is, with 15 years, moving accordingly mean you really can't even do things that we would normally do that ain't even against the law, because then they'll bring you back in court and say that this was against the law. She just proved that today. And you are a district attorney. And that's what you brought us back in court. That should have had her career looking stupid today. But is anybody going to talk about that? That she was out of line for it? Is anybody going to bring that up in the media? No. She got denied. She go home to her family and chill out. Thug probably had to spend another $5,000 to $10,000 just for his lawyers to come in there and get that thrown out. Just digging in the man's pocket. Instead of saying, dang, I wish we can get him on that, but we'll wait. We watch him. That's still crazy that the people is threatening. Why they ain't going attacking the people who name that did the threat on social media? We coming to do something to you at your house, or da-da-da. That's what they need to be going to get. But no, they ain't doing that. It's just, it's equivalent to these women saying, man, raped them and didn't, and then they don't do nothing about it. Nothing. You going straight for this man that just said a few words out of his mouth. He can't help that his fan base love him so much that they mad at what y'all tried to do to him. That ain't his fault. But y'all don't go and press no charges on the people that attacked or said that. Nothing. Y'all did nothing. Y'all went straight for him. So it's obviously y'all witch hunting or preying on this man. Preying on his downfall. Our black men, we are under siege, man. We are in trouble out here, man. Against the people that we pay taxpaying dollars to protect us from people that's really doing crime. Except once we are in their system with our names, we are still the people that they want to play with. And people that's out there really doing crime walk right past them and do the crime. It's people that out here doing crime, if they don't know who it is, but they think it's somebody else, man, we'll just go ahead and pin this on this one. Knowing that ain't even the person and a real killer's still out there. But they'll get somebody, make it look good, send a person to jail just to get a pat on the back and a stripe and try to get voted in next year to be the head district attorney or the head sheriff or the head chief of police and all that, and allow this fake bull crap to go on and allow this person to be back on the street and go and commit another murder when they should have been in jail for the first murder, or y'all should have really did your job and when it felt the right person, instead of sending people to jail and then they got to wait and spend 20 and 30 years and then finally get acquitted or found out that they really didn't do it due to the fact of lack of evidence and all that. Or hidden evidence from a prosecutor, and the prosecutors don't even get they don't even get prosecuted for doing that. You don't even hear no more about it. Just the person out of jail, then you hear about them get a lawsuit and got some money. And half the money it don't even equal up to the time that they spent in jail. We are in trouble out here, y'all. We are in trouble. We got to worry about the people in these secret societies gathering all their guns up and maybe want to attack people like the Nazis did over in Ohio. We got to be watch for them type of people, and now we got to watch for the police and the prosecutors that just want to send us to jail to get a pat on the back. And what's sad about it, it's a black woman that's trying to do it to us. Now, somebody doing something wrong, I don't care what color you are, black, purple, whatever, Chinese, it doesn't matter, green, yellow, then yeah, these prosecutors got all right to do so. But don't just come in and interrupt a brother's life and make him have to spend all this money. That's crazy to me, man. Yeah, Epic is crazy, bro. It's crazy. I can't believe that she did that. And I was thinking, like, is that really gonna go, they going to court for this? And they really went to court for it, man. Once again, got the man in there fighting for his life for those few hours. Scared, thinking that he might be back in jail for just for some words because he knew that they are attacking him. That should be a form of harassment on Fanni Willis. His lawyers need to file something on her for harassment, because that was really a harassment move, for real. Yeah, Epic Eric said they don't mess with any other groups of people. Not at all. We don't hear them keep bringing none of them people in court and all that. And I guess she loving the TV and the you know, all the publicity that she getting and all that. So she keep doing little certain things. That's messed up. I would tell the judge I fear for my life from these prosecutors, man. For real. I'm feeling like somebody is what they call it when they are specifically on you. Wayne Paru said, to be honest, he should have kept his mouth shut after his situation. I wouldn't even speak on them people. Yeah, I gotta kind of agree with you, Wayne Paru, yeah. But we are still protected under the constitutional rights. By constitutional law. We can say what we want to say as long as we're not saying nothing direct to a person. I can't even say to you that I want to do something to you. That's communicating a threat. I'll get in trouble. But I can say, you lucky that I changed my life because I would have did something to you. But I ain't saying I would do something to you or I am going to do something to you. I'm saying I would have if I was that same person. So, you know, that's all protected. So he's protected. So why we got to keep our mouth shut if we don't like one of them and we want to say it on the internet? Why? Why should we have to live in fear? They don't have the right to bother us. She don't have the right to bother. That is a form of harassment. And he's exercising his right to say what he want to say. He's exercising his right to show them, I'm not scared of y'all. But that was just straight up out in the open freedom of speech. So ain't too much Fanni could do. But she tried it. She tried it. But that's not good. That's messed up. To do that to that man and have his family scared that he might not even come back home when he go to court today. That's deep. But who are we to say? What can we do? Nothing. Nothing we can do but accept it. So I just want to speak my piece real quick, brothers. Y'all be careful out there, man. And be on your P's and Q's with all this stuff with these police, how they police us, how they, try to think they slick, never ever answer their questions, because they'll turn around to something just to get you in situations. I've been through one of them situations before with one of my friends. God bless him. He got killed outside of my club in Durham. His name was Cobb. Got killed outside of my club. Wayne Paru said, I feel you, but gotta choose your battles. You see he had to fight even though he was in the right. Yeah, Wayne Paru, you saying everything right. You is. We gotta choose our battles. I'm just saying, why do we gotta be quiet? But sometimes it's just best to be quiet. So I guess that's the battle you talk about choosing. And you're right. You ain't saying nothing wrong, but it's sad that we have to choose our battles and they could make us be quiet. But they can do whatever they want to us. So what we gonna do about that? Sometimes somebody gotta fall on that knife, man, and get out there and make them stop doing what they doing. That's how it normally happens at battle. Some of the pawns go out there and get killed so the ones in the back can come forward and shut it down. So it's unfortunate though, but that's deep, man. That's deep. Like I said, I had one of my friends' name is Cobb. I had the club downtown Durham in North Carolina, and he got killed outside. So when he gets killed outside, they heard some guys that did it that was inside of the club also. And the police grabbing them and round them up, and they started putting my name in it. Mind you, my car was there. They wouldn't let my car move all night because they had it roped off around my car was parked in front of my club, so I couldn't move it till they finished their investigation. They was asking me questions. I'm telling them I don't know. I was behind my bar counting my money, and I heard shots. And I go outside to see my boy dead. But they let them, from what I heard, the dudes told them that it was me that had him killed and all that stuff. And it's like, that's like, why would I have him killed at my club? How stupid did that sound? Epic Era said we need our own, like the Indians, reparations. That's a fact. We do, man. And we gotta figure something out because this gets real dangerous for us. So when they telling me this over the phone, and I'm telling they asking me would I come downtown and talk to them. Like, I'm not coming downtown to talk to y'all about nothing. Y'all asked me questions when y'all was there, and I told you I don't know, and I didn't. So they kept calling me, and they put me and my brother on the news out here, on Crime Stoppers, saying that they see me put my name, my picture, and my brother's name, his picture up. If they see us, call Crime Stoppers. I'm like, I seen that. I'm like, what? My phone going off the hook. I call them police so fast. I'm like, yo, why do y'all got my name and picture on the news? Talk about a murder. Y'all could get me killed saying something stupid like that. They said, well, only thing you got to do is come down here and talk to us and all that'll stop. I said, I'm not coming down here to talk to nothing. Y'all do it one more time, and my lawyer going to be coming down there talking to y'all. So I went and hired me a lawyer real quick. I ain't even had to hire him. Epic Era said they still feel like they own us. That's a fact. And that's how the police act. Like they are trained to say that they own us. And they are not. They work for us. They are public servants to us. Wayne Paru said, I don't even want reparations, E. I want retribution. I might gotta agree with Wayne on that one. Cause we got some things gotta get changed around where they know that, nah, y'all don't regulate none of this, man. Y'all don't regulate us. We are not your kids. We are not your slaves. Y'all don't own this world. That's why the constitutional rights is made. Excuse me. That's what the Constitution was made for. That's what our constitutional rights protect us and from them to not do uckery to us. So I told the police, if y'all do that one more time, put me on the news, I'm gonna have my lawyer come see y'all. And I hung up on that clown. I'm not going nowhere to talk to y'all for what? I ain't did nothing. Why do I gotta talk to y'all? So I go and holler at the lawyer. He's like, well, what you think about going to talk to him? I was like, no, I ain't going to talk to him. He said, all right, good. You don't need to go talk to him. They can do something again, then you come holler at me. Then we'll take care. He said, what they want to do is for you to come down there, and then they'll ask you some questions, and you'll just say one little thing that slurred their way towards their question they asked you, and they'll say, oh, yep, we figured this, that, and lock you up and charge you and try to have you sitting in there and hold you in there and thinking that you might cop out to something or, you know, things like that. Jamal Farrar said, yo, broski, what you think about Randy Love saying Alpo killed Stan? I just did a joint on that today. If you go back and check my live, I had Clubhouse, and they was asking me all them questions, just what you asked me. But that ain't true. Alpo didn't kill Stan. Alpo ain't killed Stan. So one of my homeboys, they put his name in it too. He went down there and talked to them. He went down there and talked to them, and he didn't do it neither. But he went and talked to them, and just what my lawyer said happened to him. And he sat in there for 8 months. 8 months. And then they dropped the case and let him out. Like, I told her, what make you go down there to holler at them? They don't care about you innocent. If you know you innocent, what you going down there for? Let them come get you. Come get me if you think you're going to charge me with something. And when I go down there, I still don't want to talk to you. And then they got to let you go. They can't hold you no more than 48 hours. Period. It's nothing to talk about, brothers. And y'all ain't my brothers. Wayne said, yeah, people don't know MLK's dream was equal rights and protection under the law. Facts. We still don't have that. Facts. That's what Wayne just said. Wayne Paru, you speaking facts, boy. We don't got it, and I don't like it. I don't like them playing with me. They don't play with me. Don't talk to me any kind of way. I don't care. Can you tell, or the next one, I'll tell a funny story about that. I'm just trying to, about Alpo, I'm just trying to make some points about some things that we are being violated for with this thug situation, man, because we are under siege, man. We under siege, man. For real. The police and the prosecutors are trying to send us to jail one by one just because we are a meal ticket to them, man. And they get a slap on the back and get praised that they put so many amount of people in jail every year and all that. And then it don't even matter if it's ones that is in jail for something they didn't do. It's a lot of people in jail right now for things they didn't do, and these prosecutors got pats on the back and got voted in to be the head prosecutors and all of the above, and these sheriff and these chiefs of police. And it ain't cool. So I have to speak about this type of stuff on my platform, man. bring awareness to my brothers that don't know the law. Don't never go talk to no police. I'm telling you, all these rats out here, y'all don't understand. Not talking to the police is the best thing ever. Always in a police situation or investigation, you always the one send yourself to jail, because 9 times out of 10 the police do not have the case to the T. And the only way it gets put to the T is when you run your mouth. And then you might have to sit in jail sometime, because that's the games they play. It is what it is. Sit there, get out of jail. And then don't overlook it. Go figure out how you can make a lawsuit up against that. Nobody's trying to sue the police when they get out. They happy to be out, man. It's over, man. Man, they let me go, yo, man. Talk about innocent people that go down. I respect that. The working man going down for no reason. That's a fact. A lot of people in there had jobs. Some of them done lost their jobs for little dumb charges that get dismissed a month or 2 months later, but the job don't want to hear it. They done lost their job, man. Wayne Paru said he heard Alpo made a ninja strip, get on his knees, hold AI's print, and made him smile for the picture. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, we got things to do out here, man. We got to stick together. We don't stick together, we gonna lose. Period. All that bickering and shooting, killing each other, that ain't about nothing. I don't want to kill no black man, but I don't want no black man playing with me neither, because I got to defend myself. And that means he was an ignorant black man. And some people, we all know some ignorant people just not even fit to be around. And I don't mean unalive, I mean just not around you. Now, some people, they be begging to be unalive because they think that they can play with you. And no, you can't. Funniest ish I heard with Alpo was he made kids throw flour and feathers on a guy and said, look, we made a chicken. I ain't never heard of that, Jamal. You reaching. All right, I'm going to give y'all a quick funny one, man. Just for homeboy with Alpo and them. Oh, Sub said it himself? Oh, okay. Well, Sub, no. Sub, that was one of his boys. He kind of got Alpo swag and charismatics and all that, his demeanor. So he been around Poe. He might have seen something like that. I can't dispute that. But one time on Halloween, you know how we used to do the egg fights back in the days on Halloween. So me and my boys, we used to get the crates and put a bunch of eggs in the crates so we can go to blocks and throw eggs and bomb people up with eggs and all that. So I get my block 146 between St. Nick and Carmel. We coming down the block. Me, my cousin, a few of my other homeboys, and A and Rich Porter and Alpo them and a few of the other older guys that hung around them. They just finished, I guess, having an egg fight themselves. And so they sit down talking, and we roll up, and we like, so I'm holding the, I got eggs in my hand, but inside of my hoodie. So they like, man, what y'all little dudes up to, man? We scheming on them, and they scheming on us. I'm like, nothing, man. What y'all up to, man? Why y'all sitting down on the steps like this? And my cousin and them come crowding around. And we surrounding them while they sitting on the steps. And they acting nonchalant like, man, we just chilling, man. We ain't doing nothing, man. We ain't doing nothing. I see Alpo raise up, stand up, and it's like, grab him. So I take off running. Alpo behind me. I'm throwing eggs behind me. I took them out of my hoodie, throwing them. And I throw another one, back them up off me. My cousin, they caught my cousin. Alpo go over there and they hold my cousin arms up, and they open his pants and they put eggs in his underwear and close the pants up while they holding him, and everybody smashing the joints all up, the eggs all up in his underwear, man. We busting out laughing, man. He come back walking like a scarecrow or something. He had to walk because he and he had to walk all the way home like that. All the way his house was my block 146. His block was like towards 141st in St. Nicholas, where his building is at. He had to walk all the way home, egged up in his underwear. I'm like, yo, that was wild. We had good times back in the days, man. For real. We had good times. Just sad that the things that happened, unfortunate things that, Alport turned out to be later on down the road. He used to be a guy that I looked up to, as well as A and all of them, But that's what it was. But we had a lot of good times. I got over 40 stories, but that was one right there. I just wanted to come up here, man. Make sure if y'all new, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button for me. Hit the like button, man. And yeah, I'll be back. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll chop it up tomorrow, man. I just wanted to get this message out there to my brothers. We are in trouble, and that shows you. Y'all seen that through Thug. They not playing. Was Alpo the most popular guy? He is the most charismatic street guy interview I ever seen. Yep, and even Rich Porter's still popping, and he was dead years. His name's still popping, but it's still through what Alpo and A&M been doing. But yeah. And Wayne said, yeah, Alpo changed when he went to DC and linked up with Silk. Yep. And once he had killed Rich Porter, that kind of put a cloud over Harlem, and it changed the game, man. Bad. He would kill someone and go to their girlfriend and say, boo boo, we gotta find out who did that. Yeah, he was that type of dude, He's that type of dude. Those type of guys are dangerous, though, so you got to be careful when you roll around with certain people that do certain things to certain people, especially if they was cool with you. If I see you do something to a person that you was cool with, what would make me hang with you? I got to get skeptical about you now. I had to play my distance. And, AZ was starting to play his distance from Alpo when he was doing a lot of that crazy stuff. He was still cool with him, and Poe never really violated A. He loved A, but A always kept his distance from anybody that did nonsense. That's why, yeah, he went to, Wayne Peru said, yeah, he went to Rich funeral. Yeah, he had to make it look good. And that's just how that was. But yeah, fellas, I appreciate y'all, my knowledgeable people out there. I got to roll, man. I got things to do. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. We're going to have more knowledgeable discussions. Your boy Big Boosie. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification button, man. Peace.